Okay guys, so I am back today in my kitchen. I reclaimed it from Glenn, who kind of took it over yesterday. And today I'm using up leftovers. So this is something that's, I've talked about a lot. It's something I really believe in. And so just wanted to show you what I'm making. Today's going to be a turkey pot pie. Just using leftover turkey, gravy, some of the vegetables that were left over. I am going to do a few fresh ones to add because there isn't enough of the others. And yeah, come join me. Let's get started. So turkey pot pie is one of my family's favorite meals. And today I'm just getting stuff out of my fridge. I have leftover green beans, I have leftover gravy, I've got broth, I've got corn, I've got turkey. I'm adding some fresh chopped onion, carrots, and celery because I didn't have any of those. So I'm just going to go ahead and get these vegetables chopped up, and when I get them done, I'll be back and we'll cook them up. I'm going to start off with some olive oil. My pan is hot. And I'm going to grab my vegetables. So I have carrots, onions, and celery that I chopped up. Turn the heat down as soon as I get this all in here. And I'm just going to saute these till they soften, especially the onion. I'll show you later a burn I got on this pan the other day. It was pretty bad. They get really, really hot. I am going to put some of these frozen ones in, only because I wanted some green beans in there. So that'll give it a little bit of moisture in there too to kind of help saute that and not burn. Throw the lid on just for a little bit, just to help these soften up. This is the size of pan I'm going to use. It's a 9x13 stoneware pan from Pampered Chef, and I love my stoneware. I don't know if you can see, but I have sprayed it with oil. And it's not to keep it from sticking so much or easy cleanup. The best thing about these pans is the way they season. It's kind of like cast iron. That's why I put oil. The oil really helps to season this, and it almost becomes non-stick on its own. And if something does stick, it cleans off so easily. So I do oil it whether it actually needs it or not, because since I've started making sure that I oil it, my stoneware is so much smoother, and I never use soap on it. I know there's a debate about that, but I always just fill it with hot water, and then there's scrapers that come with it, little square scrapers, and it just takes everything off amazingly. Okay, so I think these have cooked down quite a bit. I did put a little bit of water just to make sure these get softened. Now, because I have so much gravy left, that's what I'm using. If I was doing it the way I would normally do it, I would have done butter, flour, some milk, some broth. But I have the gravy, so that's what I'm going to use. But first, I'm going to add in... No, I think I'll do that last. I was going to put the turkey in, but if you stir it up, it breaks it up, and we kind of like it a bit chunky, so I'm just putting some of the leftover gravy in. I made lots. Yep, that's hot too, Connie. This is how I get burnt all the time. Good and hot. I might put a little more because once the turkey's in there, it's going to absorb more. Okay. So while I'm waiting for that to heat up, it doesn't really need salt because there is salt in the gravy. I'm going to add some pepper. And some of the herbs that I was doing this morning, there's some thyme and some smoked rosemary here. So I'm just going to break it up and put it in. It was some of the stuff that just got left over on the counter, and instead of wiping it up on the floor, I thought, well, just use it. Throw that in. Taste, see what the seasonings are like. That's good. Okay. So now I'm going to put the turkey in. I just chopped up everything that was left. And then I'll get it in the pan, and I'm going to use frozen pie crust because I hate making pie crust, and we have a bunch in the freezer that need to get used. So actually, I didn't end up using pie crust. I had potatoes left over from the other night, so I just warmed up the mashed potatoes, whipped them up pretty good, and put them on top. So that's how we ended